first thing we're going to do is go ahead and jack up the car and get those wheels off. So I'll go ahead and speed through that. Alright, now with the wheel off, you can go ahead and see the strut now, or the shock. This has already been replaced before with actually these same exact shocks. They seem to wear out pretty fast. So we're going to go ahead and go inside the trunk and undo the top bolt. And then on the bottom down here, you're going to see we got another bolt right there that we're going to be taking out. And that will relieve the shock pressure and we'll be able to take that out. And then this is the new shock that we're going to be putting in after. So we're going to go ahead into the trunk and start taking that apart. Alright, now in the back of the vehicle here, we're just going to take our flat blade screwdriver, pop it underneath, and lift up. From there you're going to expose a few bolts right here, or nuts. So what you're going to do is you're going to undo each 3 of those nuts, and we're going to go ahead and pull that, or relieve the tension from there. So this is a 17 millimeter. What you'll want to do is take the 17, put it on there, but you're going to want to have a buddy or somebody holding it down there from spinning. Oops, sorry, the camera. So that way you can take off the nut. So this one's already started. I'm going to hit my gun on it. Take the nut off. So one important thing is remembering exactly the order of taking everything off. So then you have the washer, and then you're going to have a rubber bushing there, but we're just going to leave that there. And now we'll go back underneath the vehicle. And then down here, this is going to be the bolt you want to take, or sorry, the bolt's going to be on the back side here. This is a welded nut on this side. So you'll want to take out this bolt on the back side. It kind of feels like a 17. I'm going to see what it is here in a second. And it is a 17. So you're just going to want to get a good angle on this. Alright, the bolt's out of the threads, so next we'll probably have to pound it through. Nope, I was able to take it out. And now we can go ahead and take that shock out. Alright, so to take it out now, you'll want to grab the shock, pull down. Once it's down, you can then pull up from the bottom, and you're going to want to remove the shock, and we're going to set it off to the side. Again, remember the orientation of the washers. We got one here, and then we also have the rubber mounts up top. So we're going to go to remove these 2 nuts here. They're 14 millimeters. And that piece fell to the bottom. Alright, so this is the piece that fell out, that holds the rubber grommets. So what we're going to do is we're going to push this piece out in the center here, and once it's out of there, we can, oh, actually, it looks like it split apart. So again, remember the orientation, so it went like this. So we're going to go and replace it back the exact same way within there. So I'll put that back together here in a second. So here's the new one. So we'll just go ahead and take this guy right there, put that there, take this one on this side, put that right there, and we'll slide this metal piece in between, and it is ready to go back in the vehicle. So we'll mount that up first, and then we'll do the shock. Alright, with a helper holding the part up, I'm in the back there, and I'm going to take the 2 nuts there, thread them on by hand first so I don't thread anything. Once it's on by hand, go ahead and hit them with your gun. and then I'll tighten them up by hand once I have the shock installed. Alright, now with the new shock here, we're going to go ahead and cut the band that holds it for shipping, and that will allow it to expand. We'll try not to let it expand too much, but we're going to start with the bottom first. So I'm going to put it in there, and then actually it's almost all the way compressed, so it's really easy. So if we pan up to the top here, we can see that I'm just going to slide it up into the top there. Let the bottom stay where it is. I'm going to come back down to the bottom, and I'm going to take that bolt here. If you go to the bottom here, I take the bolt and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the back and just kind of start it. We're not going to really do much with it. I want to spray a little bit of lubricant on there too, so it stays nice. And then I'm going to slide up the shock, and in the inside we should be able to hook the nut back up to it. So let's go back to the trunk and we'll do that part. Alright, and then on top of here we're just going to put this washer on there, and then we're going to put the nut in there, and then we're going to hit it with the 17 millimeter. And then I will tighten that up when we're done. Now we're going to go back underneath the car and we're going to tighten the long bolt up after I'm done spraying it. Alright, I went ahead and sprayed that, and now I'm going to go ahead and tighten that bolt up. Alright, so that's tight there. Now we just want to, since my gun's not that strong, I'm going to go ahead and just tighten it up with a ratchet real quick. Alright, the bottom's done. Now let's go back into the trunk. And then we're going to take our 14 millimeter for these bolts here, tighten those up. And then with the helper, we're going to go ahead and tighten that last bolt up, but they can hold the base of the shock underneath. Just kind of hold it tight. So now my helper's in place. I'm just going to go ahead and tighten that up. It's going to move a little bit because, but just want to get pretty tight. So that's now tight, and that shock is now installed. We're going to put the cover back on, and then we'll put the wheel back on and let it down on the ground after we do the other side. So if this video helped you at all, please make sure to like and subscribe to my video, and check out my others on my channel. So thanks for watching.